in with your thoughts.
Okay, and thank you again, Johnny.
All right, bye-bye. A lot of sick people. Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow at 3. Stephanie Miller's next, 7 o'clock, KFI Los Angeles. More stimulating talk radio.
Go on. Do it. Set a button right now. KFI Los Angeles. More stimulating talk radio.
Some new allegations against O.J. Good evening. I'm Terry Ray Elmer with the 7 o'clock news on KFI. They don't make him look too good. We'll say more after we check your traffic. Here's Dan Mandis in the KFI Traffic Center.
Thank you, Terry Ray. Well,
KFI is the talk station that does news on the hour, on the half, and when it breaks. I'm Terry Ray Elmer, KFI News.
I couldn't believe it was her. It was like a dream. But there she was, just like I remembered her. That delicately beautiful face. A body that could melt a cheese sandwich from across the room.
Stephanie Miller.
And breasts that seemed to say, hey, look at these.
The Stephanie Miller Show.
let's do it.
KFI AM640, more stimulating talk radio. It's the Stephanie Miller Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, and by the way, did I mention in this hour, making up us the number one evening show in Los Angeles. Thank you so much. I'm so pathetic, aren't I? Oh, all right. Have I pounded that in the ground? Hey, Scott, give me one more nail. Hang on. All right. No, thank you. We do appreciate you tuning in. Well, lots and lots of developments in the O.J. Simpson case. Oh, about 48 pages of them. We're going to talk specifically about some of the comments that people made in there. One of them is you've heard this actor in Naked Gun 2.5 who claims that Simpson said if he caught any of Nicole's boyfriends driving his car, he would cut their heads off. Trying to find out if you think any of that is relevant. Of course, the defense is calling all this hearsay. Things that Faye Resnick is saying, things that are in here that like this actor is saying. What do you think? They're deciding today, should this be admitted? I say it should. I say you throw it all out before the jury. Let them decide if they think someone's credible or for some reason they're not. Let's talk about that this hour. 1-800-767-4KFI. Here in L.A. County, 520-1KFI. Oh, little things like this here that Nicole Simpson was in a battered women's shelter 5 days before her death. Just, things like that are relevant to the trial. What do you think? I want to know right now on the Stephanie Miller Show. In the meantime, let's take a look at our favorite news of the day, shall we, kids? All right.
And now, a blatant ripoff of Weekend Update from Saturday Night Live, but we changed the name to avoid a lawsuit. Here is Stand Up News with anchor person Stephanie Miller.
Thank you. Give me 22 seconds. I'll give you a big headache. Well, that vengeful Pacific. Very more vodka, Scott. Pacific storm, which barreled across the length of California yesterday, forced thousands to evacuate their flood-ruined homes. I'm doing okay today because, one of the rooms in my homes is not underwater as it was yesterday, so I feel much better today. Apparently more to come. I don't know, Scott, what do you say? Should we just wing that old wheel of disaster, see what we get today? Hang on. Wheel of disaster!
Go ahead, Vanna, let's spin that wheel of disaster, shall we? What does our lucky contestant win today? Fire? Flood? Earthquake? Riots? Locust? Ooh, it's the flesh-eating bacteria. Tell them what they've won, Don Bardo.
Well, Pat, they've won what appears to be the leprosy of the 90s. A disease that can pick an elephant or Orson Welles to the bone faster than a school of piranha. And a year's supply of rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. Anyone for a bonus round?
No. That's all right. Oh, that's all right. We'll be back to floods tomorrow. That'll be nice, won't it? I love California. Of course, at nightfall, President Clinton declared 24 California counties a federal disaster area, paving the way for financial assistance. Well, sort of.
I would just like to say that I declare California a federal disaster area, and I'd like to give you lots of financial aid. I'd like to, vote for me in 96. If not, you can all drown like the Republican rat bastards that you are. Drown, you right-wing Pete Wilson-loving soggy little sprout eaters. Drown!
Thank you, sir. And, of course, as I mentioned, lawyers arguing today whether incidents suggesting marital discord, my new favorite euphemism, or domestic violence between the Simpsons, can be heard by a jury. You know, all that, the stalking stuff. We even have tape of that. Remember when he was supposedly watched her and, her boyfriend, on the couch? Well, the KFI hidden microphone was even in the bushes. I even have this.
Oh,
okay. Oh.
Who's your daddy, Nicole? Who's your daddy, baby? Who's your daddy? Nicole! It's OJ! Man, get your ass off the couch!
Oh, God, it's OJ again.
OJ?
Oh, he does this all the time. Don't pay any attention. Come here, honey. Oh,
He's watching us?
Oh, it's okay. I'm used to it. Come here. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Nicole! It's OJ again! Can you guys move a little to the left? I can't see a thing!
That just wasn't necessary, was it, Faith? Where are you? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. My favorite thing today, though, letters from OJ to Nicole were published. Can I tell you, first of all, the guy cannot freaking spell, okay? What a moron! Why, he misspells believe, and also his son's name is misspelled in the letter to Nicole. I know, I shouldn't make fun of him. He tried to get help. In fact, we have a KFI world exclusive. We have a copy of the tape of OJ practicing with his Hooked on Phonics tape. Yeah. Cat. Student, spell, cat.
K-A-T. Cat.
Believe. Student, spell, believe.
Believe. This is so hard. B-E-L-E-A-V-E. Z.
Mississippi. Student, spell, Mississippi.
This is an easy one. M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-K-L-G-H-I-S-D-C-F-I-P-P-I. L-M-N-O-P.
Justin. Student, spell, Justin.
She doesn't know that's my son's name. J-O-O-S-T-I-N-G.
Idiot. Student, spell, idiot.
I-D... Hey, wait a minute. You calling me an idiot? I'll cut you, bitch. Oops.
I'm not saying that should be admitted or anything. It certainly isn't relevant. And more than 400 Orange County workers will lose their job, and nearly 300 other positions will be eliminated under the budget-cutting proposals unveiled yesterday because of their, bankruptcy. Oh, it's very, very sad. Down there again today. It's just everybody is out of work. It's so sad.
Welcome to Orange County. Excuse me, motorist. Might we wash your windows?
We'll work for caviar.
Very good, lovey. Please, we're about to lose our polo ponies.
And you don't want me to miss a pedicure, do you?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, bless you. Oh, but don't you have any mutual funds or anything?
Or perhaps an IRA?
Good one, Thurston. And, oh boy, finally in showbiz news, the news I've been waiting for. Keanu Reeves is doing Hamlet. Yep. Opening night is tomorrow in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Wish I could be there, don't you?
Coming soon to a playhouse near you. Keanu Reeves is Hamlet. To be or not to be? Dude. Whoa. It's Keanu Reeves like you've never seen him before. Alas, poor York, I knew him well. Whoa, gnarly. A skull. That's grody, man. Yes, it's Keanu Reeves' Shakespearean adventure. Excellent. Hamlet. Don't miss it.
All right, that's all for Stand Up News. I'm here all week, tell your friends. Let's talk about some of the stunning developments in the O.J. Simpson case. The 48 pages of what the defense is calling hearsay. Do you think they're trying to decide today? Let's you and I decide on the show tonight. Should this be admitted at the trial? Things like, for instance, specifically, like the Naked Gun actor said that O.J. said if he saw any of Nicole's boyfriends driving his car again, he would cut their heads off. Defense is saying that's hearsay. It is not admissible. I say, are you freaking kidding me? 1-800-767-4KFI. Here in L.A. County, call 5201-KFI on the Stephanie Miller Show on KFI AM640, more stimulating talk radio. Let's check some traffic now with Dan Mandis in the KFI Traffic Center.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. Still a tough drive on the 101, the Hollywood Freeway northbound through Huntington Beach from Warner to Golden West. KFI is the talk station that does all the traffic. I'm Dan Mandis in the KFI Traffic Center.
Okay, you've got a choice. As of January 1st, you can choose any long-distance carrier you want for your local toll call.
Just theater. Don't miss it.
Can't live with them? Can't live without them? Why do you hold on? Right now, Marilyn Kagan, tonight at 9 p.m. on KFI AM640, more stimulating talk radio.
Listen to that. Do you know what that is, Bert? You don't hear that on Sesame Street.
Stephanie Miller.
That's what that is.
Yeah! Oh, yeah.
KFI AM640, more stimulating talk radio. It's the Stephanie Miller Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Talking about the latest developments in the O.J. Simpson case, we must talk about it. I mean, where do you start? There are 48 pages of things they are discussing today. The defense is calling a lot of it hearsay, like, for instance, the actor that was in Naked Gun 2.5 with O.J., and said that O.J. made the statement that if he saw any of Nicole's boyfriends driving his car again, he would cut their heads off. I mean, where do you start? There's stuff like that she was in reportedly now in a women's shelter, a battered women's shelter, 5 days before she was killed. Unbelievably, of course, as you know, the defense is trying to make sure that the jury never hears any of this. I say, what is a jury for? You throw all the stuff out before the jury. If they decide someone's not credible, if they look at a Faye Resnick and say, I don't believe her, fine. But she was Nicole's best friend. They ought to hear that. They ought to hear the actor whom he made a comment to. I was listening to some of the calls on some of the women calling on John and Ken who'd had horrific stories of the escalation of violence in their relationships. And unbelievable stories about how one trial, none of it was admitted. They couldn't admit any of the evidence of former domestic violence. I, for the life of me, cannot understand how this could ever happen. How, for the life of me, any rational person could say that's not relevant.